Good morning. So it is Saturday, October 1st, and today we are doing the Painted Canyon Ladders Trail outside of Mecca, California. I love this trail. I love slot canyons, and I love deserts. It's something very different than being in the mountains, and it just is spectacular to look at. Let me show you. So here we are at the trailhead. Look at how beautiful. So we got there's Xiophis. Hi, Xiophis. Look at how beautiful this is. These plants that are still grasping for life and surviving out here. It's amazing to see. You could see all of the striations in the rocks over time that give you that, just that feel of how the earth presents herself in different climates. So we are going to be getting on. This one is a very short hike. It is 4.6 miles, I believe. So all these weird ladders. So here you go. You got to do that again because I had the camera on me, not you.
That's the confusing thing because you've got a screen on both sides.
I do. So say hi.
Hi. Is it me now?
Yes.
Oh, dang. Good morning, everyone.
There you go.
We're going to have a fun day.
Yes, we are. We've had a fun time overall. So here we are just appreciating all around us how the canyons come about. And as you see it, look at, you realize from a distance it looks like, they're much smaller, but then you get in here into the canyon and you really get a sense of how little we are in comparison to these cliffs. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Not me, the cliffs. Look at that. It is so fascinating to see and to feel everything. Look at this. Kind of going a little off trail. This isn't the main trail. Excuse me. But I wanted to get in between here and show you a little different area. Look at this. Really is amazing to see and to be part of all this. And as I said yesterday, we did San Jacinto Mountains, so we were up with pines, your mountain range, and then an hour later you go down. California's diversity is absolutely stunning, and the things that you can see in a relatively short drive around it. You can be in the desert, you can be out here in this beauty in a few short hours. You can have such amazing diversity and so many fun things to see. I love California. If you hadn't guessed that yet, I love hiking. I love trees. I love nature. It's pretty cool. And to be clear, today's going to be a hot one. It's already 85 out here. I think it's going to go up to about 108. So start early. That's all I can tell you. Start early. Drink lots of water, hydrate, and keep yourself safe. So we want to be sure that we take the canyon or the ladders portion of the slot canyon clockwise. When I did it about a year and a half ago, I did it counterclockwise. That was a little scary coming down some of the ladders, whereas going up those same ladders would be a lot easier. So here we are. When you're on the main trail and going through the main canyon like this, you actually take a little bit off to the left to get to the beginning portions of the ladder trails. And when it says ladders, it means ladders. You climb up these ladders through the slot canyon instead of obviously doing some mountaineering or rock climbing. So you see a gentleman coming out. Well, you might not see him, but here is where you go and have some fun. So we are now going to go into this area and see where we come up and have some fun on it. So here we are at our first ladder, right through the crevices. As soon as Stephen gets here, we will go up the ladders. Hello, Mr. Stephen.
Hello.
We got to our first ladder. Yep.
I'm a bit slow because I'm taking lots of photos.
And you should.
Look at that.
Gotta do a bit of rock scrambling.
Camera running.
Let's see if I can do this. This will be interesting.
Just look this way for a second so I can take a shot of you.
Hello.
A photo. Oh yeah, I might even take a video of you disappearing up there.
Oh, that would be fun.
I should come in closer. Well, it's only walls around us.
All right. So I am still getting ready to climb up the first ladder.
We're climbing up the first ladder. Tight space. That's when it pays off not to have big backpacks and poles and
Yeah, but I don't
other
remember.
bits and pieces. And there we go, she's slowly disappearing. 2 more steps and she's gone. And then I'm all by myself, I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
I think you're more scared at the moment than me.
Probably because I don't do heights real well. Although this is not.
There you go, you're as good as up there. I assume, I can't see how long the ladder is though.
Huh, I'm up. But the ladder is kind of sketchy.
It won't go anywhere, the ladder, because it's wedged. It's wedged in here, so it cannot fall. It might wobble a bit.
So, That little bit was very challenging. I had it on time warp, so I don't know if you could see. I'm not very good at scrambling rocks, but I did it. I'm all sweaty. I'm like sweating like a pig, it seems. But now we're at the first real big ladder. You saw the other ladder, which was that. When I first did this ladders one, I went counterclockwise by accident, and I had to do this one on the way down. I do not recommend that. It really sucked to come down off of that. I had to throw my backpack over. I was scared. Just to be clear, I am not good with heights. I don't like heights. So when I do things like this, it challenges me. It shows me I can do things that I didn't think I could. And with Steven's help, I was able to get down that little bit of rock.
Come with me for a second and I'll show you something. Look, we just walked in.
Uh-oh.
Look at this. Under the...
Ah, we scrambled.
We walked over it.
That's why it was different. Oh my God. I didn't remember doing that type of scrambling to get out before.
Because everything is so hidden.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so next time.
Look at it. You can just walk out that way.
Next time we don't have to do the crazy scrambling. Oh my goodness. See, even if you've been to a trail, and as I said, I've been on this trail, but I did it the other way. So when I came this direction, walking this way, obviously I saw this route and I went that way because I did not remember scrambling over rocks like that at all. Oh my goodness. Things you learn. We're having so much fun, even if it can be a little challenging. I will definitely show you more, and you just got a really close up of my face. But, and now, up, up, up and away. So, let's see if I can keep the video on as I go up.
Yeah, you should
Up,
be.
up, up.
There's only going to be ladder in it.
Yep.
But I'm videoing as you going up. So here we go, the second ladder.
Just
Pretty easy one.
It's easy, but it's still sketchy.
You can see how much. You wouldn't want to be stuck here now when there's a flash flood coming.
Oh God, no.
You'd get a nice shower.
You'd get a little, oh, it's so rickety.
It won't go anywhere. It's firmly in the ground.
It's still rickety.
Yeah, it's wobbly, but just do one step at a time.
That's what I'm doing, one step at a time.
Who sang that song again? What's her name? I've got it on my music selection.
All right, my GoPro went south for the winter. All right. All right, so this was how it was when I was trying to go down the first time last year. And you had to twist your body around to get down. I had to throw my backpack down. I was so freaked out, but I was also solo. I did not have the joys of Stephen with me.
Well, it's a joy having.
It is
with
a
you.
wonderful joy.
But at least you can halve the being scared bit is halved. We can share the being
I love slot canyons. They're so amazing. Okay, to be clear, this is, while it's a shorter hike than what we've done and what I'm used to, it is way more strenuous. You're gonna get a workout if you do this hike. It is beautiful and amazing. Look at that slot canyon. Look at that.
As much as I hate vertical photos, you can't but do it.
I know. And now on to the next canyon, the next ladder area. Definitely working my legs, working my arms, more scrambling than I've done in a very long time. Oh, look at how beautiful this is. There's just something amazingly beautiful knowing that all of this is carved because of the rain and the waters that gush through here and erode the rocks and create this incredible canyon area.
This is like a maze.
Look at that. It's so beautiful. So cool. And now you know why I love slot canyons. They're definitely a challenge, but a good challenge. Look at that. Oops. Just feeling the textures and the beauty around you is amazing. Look at that. Just the layers. To know how many thousands upon thousands of years this canyon has been forming. And yet every day it's a different canyon. It changes. It erodes in a little different manner. So it always, just like other hikes, it does help bring to me the concept of impermanence. We think a mountain is solid and it's going nowhere. But look at this. Every moment it changes. It's not the same. And that goes for you too. Who you were a minute ago isn't who you are and who you're going to be again in a few more minutes, a few days, a few years. You're constantly evolving, and how you decide to evolve really is up to you, and how you want to take things and see what you want to do with your life. Your life is an open book, ready for your adventures. More slot canyons. So we are doing the ladders. So luckily, even though it's going to be something like 105, 108, something around there, being in the slot canyons, you've actually got a lot of shade. So it is not as hot as it is out in the more exposed area of the canyons, which makes things really nice for us. But at some point we'll be in the main canyon again. But for now, we are just doing this portion and enjoying all the incredible slot canyons. Again, trees and rocks, particularly trees, but rocks, are also my favorite element in the world. And to be around these canyons and watching the rock formations and seeing them, not watching them, but seeing them. I mean, I could watch them, but they don't do much. except be amazingly beautiful. Look at that. I highly, highly recommend coming and doing the Ladders Trail if you are in Joshua Tree area and Mecca, California area. This is an amazing hike. And I still think it's an amazing hike. Year and a half later, I would definitely do it again. So, alrighty. We are going to be coming up to another ladder soon. And I think maybe Stephen is waiting for me at the next ladder. I'm coming, just slowly but surely. Are you at the next ladder?
I'm trying to find things. Lots of it. Difficult. It's
Oh,
hidden deep down inside.
well, that's a fun little ladder.
It's the top, so put your GoPro away because you'll
Yeah.
need
Is certainly making things a lot wetter.
a lot tougher.
Look at that.
See, I haven't sweat yesterday. We didn't sweat at all.
I know. Well, I did a
It was
little.
lovely.
And now inside the canyon, because now there's air circulation, so I'm feeling better. But in the slot canyons portions, it's very humid. So close, so confined. Sweated a lot more. Plus, doing way more activities than just a standard hike. We are definitely getting our workout on and loving every minute of it. See, look at this. How many times do you get to see something like this unless you make the effort? And if you're a hiker, I highly, highly, highly recommend making the trek out here and enjoying it. All right, so now we are along a second area, going along a ridge line. Got a lot of Coachellas out here. So when you do this, I highly recommend making sure you download the app, whether it's Gaia, All Trails. I use All Trails. So that you can be sure to follow the path and find the trail, because in the desert sometimes it's hard. So we came up over that little bit of ridge, and now we are along this trail. It's over here. We're gonna go up and around and eventually come back into this canyon down here this area of the slot canyons. So we've got a lot more fun-filled times ahead of us. I am definitely looking forward to it. There are more ladders that we're going to be climbing on this section of this canyon. So it's just a matter of enjoying the peace and beauty around you and just getting through it. It's hot. I'm sweating like crazy. But we do have some cloud cover right now. That's good because we're on an open ridge. Drinking plenty of water. Yum. Staying hydrated and enjoying the afternoon. Well, actually it's still morning because it's only 10 o'clock. I think. It's about 10. 10:30. So it's taken us a couple of hours to get a couple of miles. I don't even think we're at 2 miles yet because it's a very rugged terrain and it's a strenuous hike. Not brutally strenuous, it's, you know, it's definitely moderate to hard. And it just depends on your comfort level. There's moments when I'm really slow because my comfort level on height, particularly like rock climbing or scrambling, is not very comfortable. So look at this. Look at that. It's amazingly beautiful. Here we have, I am loving how like the black and white striations within the rocks are coming through. It is so fascinating and so different. So you've got the white and black here, and then behind it you have the sandstone. Just a general sandstone color, but it's contrasting with this kind of zebra-esque look, you know, and then a tree that is still trying to make its way in the world right there. A little desert tree. It still has some green on it. It's still alive. It's fascinating. Then you've got this one who is quite alive. Look at that. Trees, 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 trees. Absolute favorite subject in the world for me. They are so beautiful. And just like so much else, it shows you with the tree the renewal process. You know, it can go dormant, looks like it's dead, and then it comes back to life in the spring. Some of them are obviously evergreens, and that's fabulous to see as well. But just even in evergreens, you have the different seasons where the changes in the evergreen formations come out. Just again, the renewal, the life balance, and also how incredibly amazing nature is in its ways. Unfathomable at times and awe-inspiring, incredibly awe-inspiring, and a little over the top on how much nature gives us. It's spectacular. Now I'm going to find myself a little bit of shade. Yay, shade! And I'm going to wait for Stephen to catch up with me. Oh, wait a minute. All of that didn't get taped. Okay, there's the ladder. One of our first ones. And there we go. So Stephen's going to go down the ladder.
Just going to try this approach. Hold on to the rope, step down to the first one, and off you go.
Most definitely. So now we're just going to come up here. We got to navigate down the little bit of rock, so I have to be careful because I do not do good going down. So for this, I am going to end up turning off the camera because I can't take video while trying to climb down. So I'll see you soon. All right, so I did it. So I have more ladders to go down. What you don't understand is for me, I'm actually slightly afraid of heights. Like if I go on a ladder at my house, oh yeah, I have this fear of falling. So I come and do these because, especially in an area like this, I challenge myself and I show myself I am stronger than my weakest moment, and I don't let the fear get in the way of me trying. And at least, I mean, at this point, I don't have anything but to try because I have to get down. This is the only way to get back to the car. I have no choice. So when you have no choice, then you just gotta, you know, pull on your big boy pants and get down there. So here we go. This time I will see if I can keep the video going while I am see, unlike some people, I go down on my tail so that I don't slip and slide. Well, I slip and slide because it is. Yes, I am. I got it on. There we go. Say hi, Stephen. All right, now the trickier part is always to turn around and get going this way. Woohoo! And not lose my camera while I'm doing it all. Ah. I know. Okay, this is interesting. It's like a rock in a hard place. Exactly.
And never let go of the top.
Exactly.
I actually find it easier to grab onto
To the rungs.
Yep. Thanks for saying that because I'm going to use the wrong word.
The rungs of a ladder. All right, there we go. So now we have now gone from that one there and all the way back there. There's another one up there. There we go. Just seeing the top of it.
Oh yeah.
So you can see
That's the right angle.
you got a couple here, all the way up to there. See? I may be fearful, but I accomplished it. So today, as you go through your day, if you find something that kind of gives you anxiety, doesn't have to be full fear, but pulls in your anxiety, stop, think about it. Think about what is making you anxious, and think about, is it something that really, is it the what ifs that are holding you back? And if it is, try to set them aside and move forward and show yourself that you can get through it. You are amazing. You're a human who has so much abilities, and we tend to forget just how incredible we are. We are as incredible as these trees growing through the rocks, getting through all of the hardships. We can do it. No matter what that hardship is, you can get up. You can wake up. You can be in the moment for the day, no matter what is happening in your day. So be like a desert flower or a desert shrub, and find and grab hold of that which gives you life. You know? Embrace the beautiful parts of your life and be grateful for all that you have, no matter what you have, no matter how little or how much you have. Don't take it for granted. Don't take your family. Don't take your friends. Don't take your job, your life, your pets. Whatever it is, don't take it for granted. They are all part and parcel of who you are. Your adventures, your hikes, your walks, your hanging out with friends, going to a movie, all of it changes you inside a little bit at a time. Sometimes it changes you immensely. So embrace it and embrace your life and yourself. You deserve it because you guys are absolutely beautiful and amazing. As beautiful and as amazing as the animals, wildlife, landscapes, trees, rocks that I see in all of my hikes. I don't just love nature, I love you. I love people. I enjoy being around others. I think that's what the hardest part of COVID was. Admittingly, not to mention, I was separated in the same house with my ex-husband during lockdown of COVID, and that's when I took up solo hiking and meditation. I stepped out of my comfort zone during that time, and I learned to spread my wings and do things I never thought I could, and I didn't let fear get in the way. Before, trust me, I would. I was the what if X, Y, and Z happened. And since then, I've learned, well, you can always do the negative. What happens if, you know, the storm comes in? What happens if this? What happens if they fall and hurt themselves? Well, what happens if that doesn't happen? What happens if you have an incredible time and you get to see all these amazing things, or you get to enjoy dinner with your family and it's not contentious because you think it is, because we always fight, whatever it is. If you go in with a fresh thought and a fresh mindset, you can change the dynamics of any situation. You control you. You can't control others. So how you react makes a huge difference in your life. So do the best that you can to react positively, even in negative situations. And now we will continue. There's my little, you know, sermon for the day. Sorry. Not sorry, because I live and strongly believe it is, you know, finding the joy in the journey, not the destination. Life is about numerous journeys. You take paths, and you may take bunny trails and come back to the main path, but it is all incredibly beautiful and something that you can embrace. Now, we talk about the fact that yes, crappy things happen to everybody and struggles happen, but remember, like the lotus plant, you cannot have this beautiful plant without it coming up through the muck and the mud and then rising pristine and beautiful. That is what happens without the muck and the mud. As Thich Nhat Hanh has said and wrote, no mud, no lotus. Without the struggles, we can't understand, we can't comprehend the beauty of joy and the pureness of the present moment if we don't embrace the suffering as well. They're basically opposite sides of the same coin, and you need one to accomplish the other. So no matter what your struggles is, find the joys, find the beauty, embrace life. So we're coming close to the end of the trail. What a beautiful, fabulous, incredibly hot day it's been, but it's been a lot of fun. Oh look, we got our last bit, and I see some glittering of cars. Look at that. Yay! We're at the trailhead. We are back to the beginnings. Woohoo! Yeah, being on trails, being on different trails, enjoying the beauty that's around me, even in the desert, even though it's hot. I still have a smile on my face, and I don't like hot weather. I've had hot sweat and sunscreen in my eyeballs, but I'm still loving every minute of it. Stephen and I are both very similar in our tastes, so I love the fact that he came from Australia on his holidays and thought to include me and invite me to Palm Springs with him. We've had a wonderful last 2 days, and tomorrow is the last day we have together before he moves on to Arizona and then back through the area and back on to Australia. But at this time, we are doing the last little bit of our trail, enjoying everything. I hope you have been enjoying my little adventures, even as diverse as this one is compared to being in the mountains or even along the beach or whatever. I hope that I show you how amazing the diversity is in California, and maybe give you the wherewithal, the impetus to go and find some of these areas. Maybe not in the middle or tail end of summer. So, you know, if you do it a little bit later, it's going to be cooler. If you do it in the spring, you might get a little bit of water in certain areas. But be careful of flash floods, because they can and do happen. So here we are in the Mecca Hills Wilderness at the Peyton Canyons. So, and it says explore the water-carved canyons and steep sandstone ridges. So we are there. We took this road all the way down. It's a dirt road. All the way out to here off this main Box Canyon Road. And then we're going to be heading back out this way to go to Joshua Tree. So if you enjoy my adventures, please be sure to subscribe. This is Wanderlust on the Trails. My name is Lori Pardee. If you enjoy it, subscribe. After you subscribe, you can actually get a notification whenever I upload new videos. You can have notifications that those videos are there. So until we are on our next adventure, this is Lori Pardee from Wanderlust on the Trails. Bye. Have a great weekend.